Hello and welcome back to Kerbal Space Program. This is Strawman Gaming. I'm your Strawman, and today you haven't seen it because it didn't record, and it might not be true. What? Oh, that's right. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to ignore this. Forget you saw that. We are going to load, because that's where you've seen from. We're going to load. Demonstration. This one. I'm gonna load this one. What happened last time is my game crashed a bit. I couldn't figure out what happened, but it turns out my recording software had crashed and nothing got recorded. So this is where we left off on the last episode that you've seen. There's been a whole hour of gameplay since then, but long story short, all we did was crash into the sea. I cannot make this work. And I blame that. Do you know what? Jebediah is going to orbit indefinitely until we can upgrade this bad boy. So let's go back to it. Just make sure I've turned SAS off. Turn that off. So how much power it's got? Tons of electric charge. It shouldn't be using very much. Its lights aren't on. So Jebediah, you are going to take one for the team, and you're just going to orbit indefinitely until I can figure out actually how to do these get these orbits to intersect and rescue somebody. And short of Googling it and watching a tutorial video, we're going to upgrade this. But to do that, we need money. And to do money, we have to do busy work for someone that can't bother doing it themselves. Do you know what? I'm looking at this, I'm like, it might actually be better to go back to the moon. That might be the easiest way to do it. Things we have. Let's see if we can explore a bit further. So last time I said explore, it just meant like fly by. So let's take that. Mark 16 shoot. We'll take. Oh, we can't take it. So let's have a look at our moon mission. You guys are all dead. Well, not dead, but I'm in no rush to save you. Scientific data from the moon. So that could just be mysterious goo over the surface of the moon. Does it say from the surface of the moon? Recover items about any science experiment data from the moon to achieve this goal. So to me, that doesn't sound like you have to land. I'm going to send, because our other pilot is in orbit, we're going to send our lady pilot, Valentina Kerman, who's also a badass, I hasten to mention. Okay, so in terms of parachute, I might as well stick the Mark 16 on, just in case we can complete that on the way back. I've completely forgot how to build a thing. Mark 16, fairly standard thing. Next, we want a mid-size fuel tank and a little doodlebug engine. Again, I'm happy to strand Valentina on the moon until further notice. I don't want to kill her, but I'm happy to leave her there. Jet engines, boosters. We've got these, so these make getting to the moon a lot easier. Because you basically don't have to use your own engines for quite a while. Oh, wait. That would have been bad. Thermal management. We want a heat shield. And electrical. We want... Oh, maybe you can't do mirror mode in this. 2 of these. Just to keep her powered up. And then, since we're going to land, we need... I think they've still only got the micro landing struts. They're a bit pants. 4. Because to me that feels like it'll fly more smoothly. What does that mean? I don't really know. Maybe this is gonna start retracted. Yep, one seems right. So that's what's going to land on the moon. Is it? Maybe we should have a stage beneath this. My logic here is that the less we have to... Oh, it's tiny! Less we have to drag off the moon's surface, the better. So this might seem... Because to land on the moon, we have to get rid of a lot of speed. And then we can always eject this and just use this last little bit to just like touch down safely. Terrier. Space engine again. Another coupler. Okay. So this is our moon phase. Let's lift it quite high up. There we go. So beneath that, what do we want? Fuel. I mean, yeah. Fuel tanks. Big fuel tanks. Do I want to just like do a big section and just always be carrying it? Or do I want to have like a section, an engine, another section, another engine, and do you know what? Let's go overly let's go overly complicated. Because I don't possibly see how that could backfire. Another terrier! So each one of these is getting more and more efficient until that final one that's absolutely crushing it. And then another stack decoupler. Another one. Now. And this is where we have our... Do you think swivel or reliant in these? So... Or something ludicrous like a skipper. We don't have the right radius parts, but we've got adapters, I believe. That's not it. Is it? Where's the structural? But it will just hoover up all the fuel so quickly. So let's get rid of that. And let's just put a... Do you know what? I'm going to use these hilarious rockets anyway, so I might as well just use Reliance. Because I think they're the most efficient. Bar this. But it's an atmosphere, 200 kilonewtons. At 7 fuel per second versus 167 at 6 fuel per second. Maybe that is more efficient and it can control. It's certainly going to be more efficient than that plus 2 of these. So do you know what? Good old swivel. You know, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And I'm fairly prone to breaking things. Coupling. A couple of these. And... yeah. Is this overkill? I don't think so. The moon's a long way away. I mean, probably is overkill. Because I'm gonna limit the thrust on these quite heavily. 45. Okay. Devil's advocate. Why won't this work? It won't be rigid enough. We've got launch stabilizers. I forgot that. You. Attach to that. You. What did I say? You. There. Okay. So that should be relatively rigid. Maybe I should strut them to here as well. Yeah, that seems sensible, even if it's aerodynamically questionable. Got a little gimbly engine, that's mostly to rein in these and make them go in a straight line. I've got a heat shield on there. Oh yeah, we want some of these, because this is rockets. And the rockets to fire first, then we drop it, then those engines decouple. I also want that to fire at the same time as them. Then that decouples, that one fires. That decouples, that one fires, that decouples. Why would you want the rocket and the parachute to happen at the same time? There we go. You've got battery. Oh, and I forgot to put some science on this bad boy. So, well, if she's gonna land, she's gonna get. Are we landing? Yeah, we don't have to, but I've decided I want to. No, I don't want that many. This is going to be awkward in the atmosphere. Because it's going to pull us off target. But I'm hoping the gimbling from our little liquid fuel engine will be able to overcome that. Save. Moon lander. Launch. Why are we doing this? We're meant to be making money. How are we going to make money from this? Oh, explore the moon. That's why. Yeah, I thought I was being ridiculous, but no, this is right. They're up to max. And scale it back a bit. SAS on. Valentina can only do SAS. She's not. We've not trained her properly. So thrust, release. Perhaps I have reined these rockets in a little bit too far. Yeah, yeah. Okay, so we're going to revert that to vehicle assembly. First limiter. So this is a very heavy thing, actually. 65. Save. Launch. Okay. Let's go through all our usual pre-flight checks. Thrust up to there. SAS on. Stage. Okay, that's more the kind of acceleration you expect from a rocket, I think. Solid fuel's going down at a fairly reasonable rate. My concern is these are going to fly off and destroy the ship behind them. But actually, this doesn't feel idiotic. I know it's very big, but and very heavy, with no aerodynamics. But the little gimbling engine will be working very hard. But it doesn't feel stupid yet. There's always time, such as me neglecting to respect the atmosphere. More thrust, more control, thank you. Yeah, this is going... I'm just going to leave it to do its thing. I'm not going to intervene anymore. If I smash into one of these, why are we so off axis? Why are we... Perhaps this is stupid. But we're going to be out of the atmosphere very soon. And I think this is just, if you use these rockets, especially for them, you're going to get some atmospheric effects like that. Oh, lovely. Okay, so let's stop that, because our apoapsis is plenty high enough. I want to bring myself into a more like equatorial orbit like that. So on the apoapsis on that, like that, yeah. Tiny bit of thrust so I can get a bit of control. It's really not a lot of control. but the next engine doesn't gimbal, so... So this might just be our life now. No, did not mean to press Z. 1, 2. Give it 3 clicks. There we go. A bit more thrust. The action wheels are working hard, but okay. Go. 2, 1, stop. So, and then at apoapsis we can add a... If we're clever... What? Oh, it's because there's 2 maneuvers. Right. I don't understand. Good enough. So we want to... Well, let's circularize first so we get a better sense of scale here. Circularize. There's a massive circularization. Two, 3, 3. It actually doesn't matter over that elliptical, so let's go like that. And then we can see how off plane we are. And we can go tilt ourselves down a bit. Up a bit, because as we've seen when we go all the way to the moon, these little deviations create massive changes in you can have that much thrust. Stop fighting the SAS. I have to do this. A bit more thrust. Gone. Yes, save me from myself. There's a time warp trick you can do where the physics gets disabled if you warp past a certain speed, but I'm always... Or it might just be warp at all. But I feel SAS is fair cheating enough, so... Oh, stop the engines. There we go. Give the engines a little bit, because SAS cannot overcome my rotation. And cut. Okay. So this is going to take us into a very high orbit. Where's the moon at? Am I always losing planets? Does this happen to anyone else? It'd be in line with the galaxy, because it'd be in the plane of the ecliptic, along with the sun and most other things apart from Minmus. And this galaxy, but it's obviously got a different plane of the ecliptic. So... What I'm going to try is, to me, I've always burnt before the node and after the node, to try and get it in the middle. But it says, you know... Well, I don't know, because I don't know if this means estimated burn, like you should burn for this long at the node, or you should burn this long until you're at the node. So I should start that much before? Because it definitely shouldn't be after. Do you know what? Do it. So we're going to run out of fuel long before, well, this stage is. That's alright, our more efficient lunar injection phase comes next. Get lost, you trash. There we go. Okay, the burn's even longer to circularize because the engine's much smaller, but we're not that much lighter. Because we got rid of a lot of steel there, but it was mostly empty. So, but again, it doesn't matter if we're circular at this point. It only matters if we're going to the moon. Someone there it is. I was going to say someone's stolen the moon, but no. Right, so we've just got 3 minutes of this. It is cool. It's one of the things, I'd love to go to space, but I'm also extremely cowardly, so space is terrifying. You know, it's fundamentally inhospitable. It's kind of like a submarine, but I suppose in a lot of ways it's exactly not like a submarine. In that a submarine is completely surrounded by stuff, whereas a spaceship is completely surrounded by nothing. But you can't leave your little pod. I guess it's like an airplane, but you know, you fall out an airplane, you're going to hit the ground. That's not the best fate, but you know, you're not going to orbit perpetually until you suffocate and or freeze to death. Well, you'll suffocate, die, and then freeze. And eventually, you know. I thought that was the people we had to shave? The people we had to save sneaking up on us, trying to get rescued on the DL. I'm losing all confidence in this maneuver node, so I can't even look to heckin' prograde because of Valentina's relative lack of experience. Let's just lock to prograde. I'm fine with that. Given that we're so far past apoapsis, this is never going to be a circular burn. So we should aim. I don't care, to be honest with you. Maybe an elliptical orbit will be better, because if we're really close to the planet, we can, when we're nearest and going extremely quickly, that's when we can slingshot our way to the moon. But as I've said before, I don't really understand how gravity assists work. So we're just watching this count up. We're just watching this happen. Oof, our lunar injection phase has a... is not going to do it. Okay, I'm going to stop the engines, because I feel like... No, wrong way. I feel like I need to burn, like, above the horizon a bit. I see us there. Because I just felt like we're ever increasingly, like, nose diving into the ocean. Okay. So Perry is coming up. I should really learn at what height the atmosphere hits, but let's take this up to about 80. 90. Let's take it to 90 to be super safe. And by 90 I meant 93. So we have sod all fuel. That's fine, I'm not afraid. Ideally, we want the moon to be kind of here. So how far from being there is it? I mean, it's a month away from being there. Do you know what? Add maneuver, and just none of this nonsense going super slow. Do that. Warp here. Just to get me so I can fast forward more quickly to bring the moon into kind of. But I guess if I'm circularizing, it doesn't really matter where the moon is. So I kind of feel like this might be a good place to shoot for the moon. Yeah. I still don't really understand what all this means. Okay, so that's how close we're going to come. No, bit nope, that's getting worse. Nope. So I just want to touch the moon, and then we can go This is making it worse. This way. A little bit. Gives us a periapsis of a lot, but is that worth it? For the amount of fuel we're burning. I'm fine with that. We're gonna. Let's go a little bit slower. I should be moving the node. That's the problem. There we go. Oh, stupid headphones. Decided once again that there is no sound to be heard. So go a little bit further out. Move this a little bit. Okay, whatever. Further away than ever now. What did I just adjust? A thing that should not be adjusted. I'm just gonna start again on this one. Actually, whoop to here. Let's start again. Settings. So the audio is perfectly audible. My headphones are just very stupid. I need to burn my engines for 1/10 of a second for it to recognize that the sound's actually on. Slash. Okay. Why am I... Okay, so I'm on the right plane. I'm getting myself getting all up my own butt about this. So, add maneuver. You want to extend out that way. To about there. Then, I want to adjust. Right, I'm confused. It's about there. And the moon is giving us, it's like sucking us into space a bit. So what's that? 153. 451. So that'll have us going past the moon pretty rapidly, I suspect. But I'm okay with it, because we've got... Well, this isn't gonna get us all the boost we need. But maybe this section will? I don't know. Okay, so it's 1:45. Burn. Let's try the old strategy of half either side. Or do I want to be at that speed at that node? But if I accelerate too early, the node would relatively move, in that the node to get into that specified orbit would be a different node as I accelerate. I think. Yeah, I've got audio again. And this atmospheric music's important. So, we're lined up. Nope. I still haven't learnt the controls. So, I'm sure this is my problem and there's something I'm doing here, but once you click on another astronomical body, I just can't figure out how to... Oh, there we go. Can't figure out how to get it back again. So we're going to go out of the map. See, I feel like we should have already been boosting. So 1 minute 45, so that's 45 seconds. T minus 45 seconds is when we should light this candle. Or relight it at least. I know it's fascinating to watch me watch a number count down at twice real speed. But I'm going to believe the node, because it's smarter than I am. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. How'd you get confused by a countdown? My math is also wrong, so I'm very tired. How far is it going to get us? I'll get us a few hundred meters per second. And then the new one will take off like an absolute... I was going to say like a rocket, but this, you know, this is all taking off like a rocket. And... there we go. 55 seconds now. Isn't it adorable? I feel like this will do the job for us. Is this enough fuel to get us back? We'll find out. Or are we going to strand Valentina on the moon while we have Jebediah stranded in orbit? Well, Jebediah can always come back. But if that happened, we would just bring Jebediah back, send him out to rescue Valentina. Because that could be exciting. And I'm way past the node, so I don't necessarily trust this. Okay. So it's definitely something going. Yeah, so we're gonna be 127,000, 121. I can't even read. 21,000 meters away from the moon. Focus view. And add maneuver. It gets very upset when you add a second maneuver. Why is that number so different now? Oh, was that our like hypothetical pass? What? I don't... What? So we're not going anywhere... What did I do? It's a descending node, so we are slightly off axis by a degree, but I don't care. Maybe I do, because I'm adding a maneuver roughly at the descending node anyway to fix it. Okay, that's probably better. And then why are we not meeting the moon anymore? Okay, I don't know how I messed this up. So that seems more like it. And this will correct for our slightly off-axisness as well, hopefully. in a 7-second burn in 4 minutes. Stop it. Am I controlling this? It's really hard to click on the play button for some reason. Turn the mouse sensitivity back up because I turned it down for something. I think maybe something off camera. Oof, just in time. Two, one, stop. Okay. So, right. Get a view. Because we're orbiting. Right. But that's fine. Add a maneuver here. So we're really on axis. I'm really impressed. I've done quite well, if I do say so myself. 36 minutes. Well, it takes a long time to go to the moon. Now, think about this. We probably want to land here and then take off in the east again to send us back to Kerbal. So if we land... I don't want to land in this crater because that looks like... Well, I also want to land on the light side of the moon. Yeah, so let's do that. Let's try and land... Well, the moon's going to move. It's going to get further over there. So we want to land more this way. So bring it right down. I want as little vertical momentum as like sideways momentum as possible, but I suspect this is taking. It's actually not. There's not that much delta V to reduce it by a seriously significant amount. But then we're just falling vertically, and we have to get it to fall that speed as well. But oh, it switched. Yeah. So this is probably the most inefficient way to do this, because this is just going to have me drop into the surface like a stone. But I'm okay with it. Oof. Okay. We are late on this. It doesn't actually matter, I don't think. Do it. I'm getting stressed. I can feel my throat tightening. And I've run out of mulled wine to lubricate my courage. Okay, that's what's happening. We are slowing down. Landing on the light side. All that seems good. I wish we could lock to retrograde, because that would be so useful for this landing. To the point that we absolutely should have brought Jeb back for doing this, but we can do it manually. Oh, perfect. Get lost. So that number should start going down fairly soon. What is this line? Oh, that's the moon's orbit. So I'm actually locking to retro. Okay, this is gonna hurt my brain. Oh no, it won't, because we're orbiting this planet. That's our focus. So if it goes straight up when we're falling vertically, that should be fine. I of course remembered to check that these extended below the bottom of the engine and won't cause it to fail upon landing. So we need to stage. So was this my prograde? Yeah, it's gotta be. So that means if I thrust slightly this way, that should start to arrest this like sideways velocity slightly. We bring our this is our retrograde. So I think I'm doing this. Am I making it worse or making it better? So it is just at the 20-degree mark. So let's try it over here. It feels substantially worse. I don't understand what. Right, so I'm getting very confused by the controls right now. I feel like this should be bringing it over this way. Maybe it's better to just save fuel at this point. 30,000 meters to go. First Kerbal to litter on the moon. This is a long episode. Okay, I don't want to get too fast, because last time I did this, I smashed straight into the moon. Okay, let's start. So all it takes is one click of engine to arrest our motion. Well, to begin to slow us down. To overcome gravity, as it were. So, a few more clicks and it goes down quite rapidly. Yep. Do you know what? I'm not going to be an idiot about this. Moon landing. So we can revert to that. If or when I mess up this suicide burn. We're arresting our motion sideways, going fairly vertical now. Okay. If we can overcome gravity with one click. I suppose gravity will be getting stronger, so it's one click higher up, but here, maybe two. Oh, she's loving it, look at her. So this is my shadow. I don't know if you'll be able to see that with the multiple levels of compression this will go through before it gets to you. But we are coming in for a very inefficient, but hopefully gentle moon landing. Okay, I don't actually want to be slowing down at the minute. I want to be kind of maintaining this. place doesn't look very flat. If I was gonna offer one criticism. Okay, let's crank up the engines slightly. Where's my shadow gone? I was kind of. It's kind of depending on that to guide me in. Okay, so I want to tilt. Okay, I need to actually get myself. Oh my goodness. Trying to get rid of this motion, this sideways motion is tricky, man. Please don't fall over. Okay, we are on the moon. Our engine has survived, we have plenty of fuel. EVA? I'm in shock. Valentina, you absolute mess. Can I go back in time like 10 seconds so Valentina doesn't tip over the bloody spaceship? But while we're here, plant a flag. You deserve to be stranded on the moon, Valentina. Site name. The site that shall not be named. Flag text. Utter failure. Typing is excellent. May Valentina's corpse be a monument to her failure. Okay. Might be if I knew how to control the space, like the. So grab that. RCS. Is there anything we can do? Maybe I can use this hill as like a launch site. So these, can we attack them? Can't do much, huh? Grab. Board. Valentina, I apologize. So we're here. Is there anything I should do while I'm here? So I should get do some science. Log temperature. 32 science. Are you kidding me? Log pressure data. Observe mystery gear. Keep that. I want her to get a crew report. 20. And we did it once, so let go immediately. Thank you. I want you to get an EVA report, another 32 science. Go to that. Okay, we can do this. Why does my RTS keep turning off? Okay. So we've made it this far. Let's round out this monstrosity of an episode by going home. So... That's what happens when you forget to turn SES on. Okay, I should get us pretty high up. Okay, that gets us into orbit in 12 seconds, so we should have plenty of fuel for this. Shh, do you know what? Let's not bother correcting that. We'll do that once we're in orbit. Does it make any difference? So that's it circularized. Okay, so we've got several problems here. Right, let's just do one thing at a time, just because I can't handle anything more than that. There's no atmosphere, so as soon as basically as soon as we've got a periapsis, it's we're good to go. Doesn't matter how low it is. So let's use as little fuel as we can. I'm not confident for how high the ground is, so 30,000, perfect. This thing's so twitchy, and we've got very little fuel. 11 seconds to circularize. If we're smart and do everything from... I don't know, I've got my doubts, Valentina. I've got my doubts. And my lack of patience here is going to be your undoing. So doing about 5 seconds, straight button. Speed up a little bit, because no. Stop at about 15. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, you're staying here. Are we... Did I say staying? I meant dying here. I should have just left on the surface. Is there anything I can do? It's the last act of a desperate man. Let go. I'm not having you die. I'm gonna get you into orbit. Even if it... well, it's gonna be one heck of a rescue mission, let's just say that. As long as you've got monopropellant left, it shouldn't be... it shouldn't be as bad as the other ones, because I can always just switch to you. Keep going. Not quite. What's that now? Oh, that was her switching to orbital mode. Okay. So, that spaceship is going to destroy itself, along with all its lovely science that it's generated. So that's dead. That's gone to us. Let's just pretend we never had it. Oh, that's... okay. Circularize a little bit. So... yep. That's Valentina stranded in Muna orbit. So she is going to need rescuing. Who's the man for the job? I think we all know who the man for the job is. Tracking station. How have we made money? Yes, retrograde. Sorry, nerds from other space agencies. We've got our own problems. Actually, do you know what would be neat? You know, if we're making this video the longest video in human history, we might as well try and land on the... is it here? I think it's here. Might as well try and land on... back at the space station, or near to it at least. If it's not there, where else could it be? Could it be here? Is that it? Let's figure it out. There's no reason for this other than just like blind curiosity. So... as far as we can go, is it? Okay. So... there's a few little islands to the south, mountains to the north. Right. That's probably those islands. Yeah, that seems right. So where's that maneuver node? Oh, I'm not using it. There we go. I have to re-find that. That's not it. Just get deleted. Here we go. Can I focus on the Earth, please? Thank you. Kerbal, I apologise. I wonder how close we can actually get. So, air's gonna resist us slightly. So I'm gonna push slightly past it and hope that that will bring us down right on top of it. Warp here. And of course, you know, as it is wont to do, the Earth continues to rotate beneath us. Why was the time warp stopped? Am I close to something? Am I in the atmosphere? Ugh. How low am I going to go? Keep adjusting this. It's okay, I'm going back up. We're going to be fine. Warp here. Come on, come on, come on, come on. An hour and 1 minute so far. Is this really the best we can do? 4 times time? I'd be so mad if we came anywhere near this Joker. Okay. I've got the twinkly music back. This is literally one of our closest approaches we've ever had. But we're gonna dive 2287 2. Why? So there goes the space station. I mean, not that. So this is a serious case of me not bothering to look and see how long it said it would take to decelerate. Oh well, we're coming back anyway. Can't do it while in acceleration, of course. Let's try and land in the Korean Peninsula then. Wait until it hits. Well, this is going to rotate, so let's get to like this western bank, or I guess this bit here. And then next episode, we're going to be building a better ship capable of getting to the moon and back with 2 people. Wait, we need to get into... Oh, no, 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 no. Because she's in orbit, it means getting into it. I can't do it. It's too hard. It's impossible. I can't do it. I won't do it. I'll figure it out. Maybe we should go to Minmus next. Just because it's much... It's further away. But as you've seen, like the velocities to slingshot you to another planet are fairly small. It's just the circularizing that seems to take all the energy. So we've got fuel. Just might as well use it. Is this smart? Am I just sitting on top of a bomb here? I think I'm just sitting on top of a bomb here. I can't see anything overheating. Did you get little bars that come up to say stuff's overheating? But I don't know, maybe the retrograde thrust's helping us slow down enough that this isn't a catastrophic and idiotic idea. If we had more fuel, I might try some sort of a SpaceX primary booster stage recovery landing here, but we don't have enough fuel. So I won't. This has been a long couple of episodes. There's an episode you didn't even see in the middle of this. It was over an hour long, where it just didn't record. Going too fast for the parachute. We're gonna die. If you liked the episode, click that like button, leave a comment down below saying what you liked about it. If you didn't like the episode, click the dislike button, leave a comment down below saying what you didn't like about it. I make new content every single day, so if you want to see more, hit that subscribe button. There probably won't be one of these tomorrow because I need some time to mentally process this. But if you want to see more in the future, click the subscribe button. This has been Storeman Gaming. I'm your Storeman, and I will see you soon.